Okay, now it's for real the correct video.
Excellent.
Okay, we'll start it off. Hey, here we go. All right, again, this is the Wii version of Metroid Prime, the standalone Japanese only release. And the reason we are gonna use this version is because we're doing 20%, low percent, and we need to do a trick later on called bar skip. So this version of the game still has it. It doesn't have it patched, and also because I like the Wii version. That's it.
Wii version has some pretty cool little quirks with it.
Yeah. So, what are the general like differences between the Wii and GameCube version?
All right. Specifically, Wii version is we have Spring Ball, but
That's
there's
so
no
good.
scan dashing, there's no fast movement, but it has its own quirks. You'll see later in the run. Also, um,
Yeah, it's like you can't.
fast aiming is very good.
It's like the dash jump mechanic or the speedrun mechanic got heavily nerfed. So like even if you could combat dash, like if you try to let go of your lock on, your momentum is just completely killed.
All right. This is a quick from the Wii version. Normally in the game, when you unmorph and shoot on the same frame, Samus will shoot, but her cannon's default position will be aiming down. But on the Wii version, it will be whatever it's you're aiming at. So you can shoot an unmorph on the same frame, and it will shoot whatever you were aiming at. So you can do these so-called insta shots, where you instant unmorph, then you shoot whatever you want to aim, and then you morph back in. So it's really fast.
Did I see an auto aim from all the cannon was pointed down? Like not the thing you were talking about, but
You did not.
okay. My
Alright,
mind's playing
another
tricks on me.
quick is that you can use Spring Ball to do stuff like this, set up instant unmorphs that the GameCube version normally can do. So it's very nice stuff. And also we're out of bounds because we inbounds is really slow. So remaining go out of bounds here in this part of Frigate because the main goal is to skip the big gates before Parasite Queen, and that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, this should be a little bit better than the last frigate part of the last task. So yeah,
Oh, the
we're ready to
speed.
go.
Love
Yeah,
that
that
downhill.
that rolling down the out of bounds slope is really nice.
Also, remember the last task I had to pause a lot there, and not anymore. I figured it out.
Oh yeah, that's right. You didn't load delay at all. That's pretty
Right,
cool.
this the Wii version can't skip the Parasite Queen intro cutscene for some reason, so we're just gonna have to watch it. Though, because we loaded it in like instantly, we didn't wait for the doors to open. The barriers are gonna be in the perfect position, so we don't need to like move around too much. So one dash and we go in. Also, this is rapid fire missiles. You shoot a missile and then press the shoot button again, and you'll instantly be able. It will instantly cancel the missile animation and be able to shoot it again like 14 or 10 frames later. Also, Parasite Queen has a hitbox in its mouth that is double damage, I think. And yeah, it's fast.
Rapid fire missiles
Also,
work on every version of the game, including remastered.
something else is that the Wii version has this easy mode. Well, it's not named easy, but normally it's normal mode and it's casual mode in Prime Remaster. So it's the same. It's like a version that is, sorry, a difficulty less than normal. So which is normal in veteran or normal in master or whatever. All right, we're gonna use the same out of bounds we used here like a little ago to go back to the start faster, so we don't need to go the merry-go-around from the normal escape cutscene. And yeah, I enjoyed this out of bounds ride. You wanna explain out of bounds, Bash?
Yeah, so primarily superior because you can just Aether jump from the sides, not have to do the corners like on GameCube. Every room is inside of a bounding box. Think of it like Photoshop, where you're like thinking a thing. This is already a terrible analogy, but basically, there's like the visible collision that you can interact with, and then usually what aligns with the very edges of collision are these like invisible like boundaries. And when you're inside it, which in normal gameplay, when you're not going out of bounds, you always are. You are subject to gravity, but you can jump. If you're outside of it, you will not fall down because you're not morphed, but you cannot jump either. But you can abuse this and go inside this bounding box and outside of it to essentially just climb rooms free of charge. It is really, really powerful to have. that kind of freedom, and yeah, it gets used to great effect in the frigate to skip the whole escape section.
Also,
It's,
one thing to mention is that in Wii we have Spring Ball, and we can activate Spring Ball on basically anything that the game thinks is standable terrain. So you saw me like rolling around out of bounds and using Spring Ball a lot to go like even faster. So that's a special quirk from the Wii version and only. All right, now that we're finally out of that, gotta get that out of the way. We finally land on Talon, and we're not gonna grab Space Jump because this is low percent. So enjoy some NSJ action, which is very interesting.
Yeah. So actually, do you guys want to talk about like what low percent skips?
Uh,
it skips a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Space Jump
okay,
is
we
one.
can't talk about that. But we can't talk about what we do get. We only get missile launcher, morph ball, bombs, all beams, all artifacts, extra visor, and face and suit. That's it. We skip everything else. The notable thing about 20% is that RTA is 21%, but TAS
Main
can
power
skip
bombs too.
Varia suit, so we can do 20% like that. So we'll see later how that's achieved. But for now, we're just gonna go our way to grab missile launcher because we don't have space jump. We can't do some of the flashy movement to skip most of this section, and we know most notably no scan dashing, no fancy movement like that. So we're just gonna have to use good old uh combat dashes like this. So let's
Soft
see.
input jumps too.
Yeah, soft inputs. If you hold slightly on the stick on the air, you move faster. You accelerate faster, and that allows you to do a little bit of lets you get away with some stuff.
There is
So for
some game.
now, we're just gonna do some dashes from beetles and yeah, general movement. Just gonna try to go fast as possible. So yeah, what were you saying?
I was saying there is like some GameCube tech you can use when you're like locking on to like enemies or like scan points, like L jumping for instance. I believe that still works. It's just you're limited
Doesn't
to
work.
specific lock-ons, but I don't know if you're gonna be doing that much in the TAS as
No,
compared to
that
just soft
doesn't
lock.
actually work.
But
Oh
maybe I'm
yeah,
thinking
we're gonna
remaster
do a
then.
little hive mecha skip there. There's a little brick on the floor that's sticking out. So we just use that alongside with the scan point to do fake L button movement and do a slope jump to get out of the water and yeah, skip the fight.
Fusion Varia is asking when damage recoil dash to get the missile in Prime.
Uh, I mean, oh no,
Already
you did.
obsolete.
I wasn't
TAS.
informed about this. All right, more dashing from combat dash points like this. Very good stuff. So
Imagine
nothing
GameCube
really interesting
typing.
to talk about here. We're just gonna do soft input jumps to make our way back to main plaza to go to mining. Mining? No, Morph Ball. We're gonna go to Morph Ball now. Rune
Oh,
Shreddies.
oh, you meant the half pipe. Okay, my apologies.
What?
Not chat. I was writing in the chat.
Ah.
Didn't mean to interrupt.
So here we're gonna do a bit of a skip. We're gonna use standable terrain that's on the walls and over there to skip over the beetle fight trigger
That
and
tree
yeah,
branch, that tree branch that Samus jumps on is like way more narrow collision than it looks.
yeah, it's really bad. But we're gonna trigger it anyway because that's what's faster. So as you saw, we shut the door on our way in, so we don't have to unmorph, and it's open. Alright, now that we have Morphball, this is where the fun sort of begins. We can go faster than usual, and it's really good.
Yeah, more
This
balls.
is the fast. This is the fastest we'll see where we're gonna go through this entire task, unfortunately. But stuff like this.
Yeah, morph ball is about twice as fast as walking.
Yeah, very frame perfect ledge clips and stuff. Also, like right here, you're gonna see me pausing. That I'm gonna do that often. Whenever I do that, that's because It's done to make the room, like the door, open sooner because that's how Prime works. Some rooms, for some reason.
It's like the way it handles rendering or like removing sky
The
blocks.
sky
I think it's
Yeah. So we're
I
gonna
did
go
not know
through
this
really
until
fast. It's really good.
90% TAS. It's really interesting how that got figured out.
What's this? It's not worth that for some reason works. Alright, we're gonna go on our way to Zoid or Incinerator Drone. Call him Zoid because the person who programmed it is named Zoid. Shoutouts to Zoid. Meanwhile, Tom Luffy is confused and how that instant armor worked. That one's funny. You just make the camera get stuck in the tunnel. Yeah.
Yeah, so Zoid is a auto scroller that can just lose you time. I imagine some argument was done to give a pretty fast cycle because there's up to 35 seconds of variance in the whole fight between getting the fastest cycle and the slowest one, or fastest fight and the slowest fight.
Yeah, we did some really good RNG manipulation. Couldn't quite do it as fast as some of Fusion Warriors or Redson's passes. That's really hard to achieve, so we're gonna settle for an average one.
The patterns get set once you enter the room, right? Like at that
The
point
first
there.
pattern does, and the rest of the patterns get set when Incinerator Drone stops throwing flamethrower.
Gotcha.
Like whenever you shoot it, that's when the pattern gets set.
Yeah, so there's four cycles. The first one is between 8 and 13 seconds, and then second through fourth cycles are between 15 and 25.
Alright, so the third cycle is done.
In like an RTA setting, you don't want the music to loop.
Yeah, you know you got a good Zoid if the music didn't loop entirely. This one, it sounds like it looped, but that's just because it's still fading down. But yeah, it's a marginally fast fight. A little slow on some sides, but good enough for me. All right, now that we have bombs, we can use Spring Ball again, and this is where the fun begins. We don't want to do anything else here in Choso. We're gonna go straight to the next part of the game. But first, we need to go through a part where we have to get Artifact of Wild the progress. So we're gonna do you guessed it, Out of Bounds. So this is really cool. Just wait a little bit. Gonna use Spring Ball action very fast, very cool.
Is there a
Also,
point
we can
coming up later where there'll be time to talk about maybe like differences between the new Play Control Japan version and the Trilogy version?
There isn't difference.
Oh my god. You can do this? What?
And we're about.
Oh my god.
Bouncing on that tree branch looks insane.
That's ridiculous.
Also, don't ask me how this instant armor works. I have no idea. Actually, I do know why it works, but it's funny if I say that instead.
Yeah, so these jumps you're seeing are Samus
Very
is entering the bounding blocks, and it's a 3-frame window to get those jumps.
So we're not gonna get Varia suit, but we're gonna go through here because this is the fastest way to
The elevator.
yeah, and also Artifact of Wild. We're gonna get this as soon as possible. Enjoy this, I guess.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
bouncing
This is
around.
amazing. I'm so glad you didn't show this to me in advance, Miguel.
I guess show the other surprise.
Just-
We're not done yet.
Yeah, and this is all no space jump too. Like,
Yeah. So there's a trigger in the middle of this room that switches the layers in sound chamber to activate the ghost, and I hit it right here, and we're out, and we're on our way back.
wasn't like a really precise roll jump you did or BSJ you did,
That did space jump.
or you know, I'm sorry, instant unmorph jump.
Yeah, it's space jump. Oh, and another thing, when groups get occluded, the enemies get frozen in place. So we can do something like this.
Nice.
So the ghosts are on their attack animation or whatever, but the notable thing is that they're vulnerable and also shootable. So we're just gonna shoot them until they die, except for the last one because we need the
50
last
shots
one.
on casual.
You do the perfect amount of shots to drain
Yeah,
your
no charge beam.
health
That's
to
right.
zero.
No
Oh
charge
yeah,
beam.
no charge beam. So
Yeah, so on GameCube's normal difficulty, those ghosts take 100 shots each to kill. They have 200 health, and Power Beam does 2 damage per shot.
and left that one alive for the cutscene. One shot to kill, and we have the artifact of wild.
Was that a Spring John Bomb?
Yes, spring.
That's awesome.
Bomb. Well, I guess I should explain spring bomb jumps. If you use spring ball just before a grounded morphle bomb hits you, you go twice as high. And you can use that with that other bomb jump to go even higher. So we call that spring bomb jumps, or spring John bombs, as Fusion Wario likes to call them. All right, that was fun, but the fun's not over yet. Now we're going to Magmore, but you might be wondering, how are we gonna get through Magmore with 0 E-tanks, no Varia suit, no nothing?
And you've
Good
permanently skipped
question.
Varia Suit at this point, too, so you
Yeah,
cannot go back and get it anymore.
Yeah, because we switched the layer to the ghost layer in Sun Chamber, we may have skipped explaining that. Flagra was gone, and it will not appear ever again, and so with Varia suit.
Sorry to interrupt. Also, why is this place called Burning Trail and it's not superheated?
Because it's hot.
It burns.
All
to
right, that's
ground.
another Japanese change. They changed the name of the areas of Fendrana and Magmore. They're called Ice Valley and Lava Cave, respectively. So we're here, but we're gonna do a little something special. First, we're gonna have to go out of bounds. Don't question it. We're just out of bounds. Pay attention to the fact that I transitioned to the safe station. That's the active room right now. So all of this is occluded, a little weird. So, and we're just gonna roll here, chill here for exactly 54 seconds. So,
This is called Infinite Speed. The Morph Ball's angular momentum is going up and up and up exponentially, faster and faster. It may look like it's not really doing anything. It's like maybe stuttering in place. No, the ball's rolling really fast, and it's continuing to increase its roll speed. And at 54 seconds, the shell around the Morph Ball will disappear, so you'll just see the energy bit. We'll have a boneless Morph Ball. And then stuff will happen with Spring Jump that will be fun, I'm sure.
on the GameCube version, you need Boost Ball to activate Infinite Speed, but on Wii, you don't. You just move and it activates. Speaking of which, I will be dropping some bombs. The frame's Infinite Speed gets activated, so those bombs will be setting off in Nan position.
Oh, interesting.
So watch this. I drop a bomb there, and it basically lets me destroy things, open doors, and grab drops. So
Yeah. So what's happening is it's the like collision check that's being done, and with Infinite Speed you can manipulate it with Nan to always evaluate to true in most cases for any I should say
not
after collision.
Exactly. Well, the gist of it
They're
is
limited. Nice ultra.
your position will turn into Nan for exactly a frame or two, with
Yes.
ignoring the lag frames. And Nan is basically not a number, which is, in a nutshell, it's touching everything in the room except for some elements. Some stuff that cannot be accessed by Nan for some reason. I don't know how to explain, but basically lets me drop bombs in the Nan position and grab everything.
Yeah.
Grab drops and trigger
Yeah.
doors. And
So also on casual, you're taking 5 damage per second instead of 10, except for
Yeah.
I think Lava Lake because it does
And
double
right here,
damage.
I'm gonna trigger Infinite Speed. The frame this
Oh.
room loads, and that triggers the arrival cutscene. So
That's cool, and I can just
not
reposition
only
you
that
in.
removes slideshow, but also activates the elevator right away, and we just
Nice.
teleport, and we made it to Fendrana.
I was
That was amazing.
So I've seen Fusion Varia demonstrate this like before, but this is so cool to see.
And
Have you
guess
tried
what?
doing
You
this
actually
on?
get- Yeah.
Have you tried doing this hyper mode? Also, need missiles for this. No charge
Yeah.
beam.
Guess what? You actually get to see the rest of the game now. It's unfinished.
Actually, question about that last infinite speed for like triggering that last cutscene for the warp towards the elevator.
Yeah.
Did that have to be precise so that you don't also grab the energy tank?
No, it just so happens that infinite speed doesn't grab the energy tank,
Oh,
so we're just lucky.
convenient.
Were you spring jumping up that? I couldn't. I don't have audio, so I couldn't hear.
Yeah, that's spring ball. So we're gonna get waving without space jump. We did a very precise spring ball over there, and yeah, that basically lets us get up here. Now we're just gonna do some energy climbing, and don't mind the fact that we have low energy. We don't care. It's TAS.
Energy low.
Energy low.
I mean, what if you just happened to take a death during this task and start over?
What?
It'd be pretty crazy.
What? Sorry, what did you say?
No. I mean, I don't know. Maybe maybe Sam will take a death in this task.
You were
We'll have to
gonna
restart
joke
the
about-
run.
Yeah, I didn't
Ignore
hear
me.
you properly. So we're gonna do some. We're gonna use the bomb cooldown here, refill to drop these, and we don't need to wait for them to like fill up again. We just do it like that. Just drop two, gets refilled, drop the other two. Really finicky. All right, Shigots fight missiles and easy mode or casual mode or trilogy normal mode, whatever you have to call it. Fun stuff. So now that these are done, we're gonna go with Mama Shigoth here. First, we get some health and missiles. That's important. But most notably, whenever Mama Shigoth is doing her breath attack, she is 5 times vulnerable to bombs. So I'm gonna drop 5 bombs here. I'm using the refill timer to drop bombs whenever you're about to run out, and then just drop the last 3. And I 8 bombs dead because they do 5 times damage. And we got Wave Beam.
I meant to ask, how long did it take you to task the Magmore segment?
A day, I don't know.
And that's it.
Also, I hope you liked Infinite Speed because we're gonna do it again.
So I was incorrect in saying that it was discovered on the Wii version last time that we were here for Miguel Task Showcase.
Infinite
Um,
Speed?
Yeah, I incorrectly
It,
said
wa-
it was discovered on the Wii version,
it was
and it
discovered
was
on
not.
Echoes, actually.
It was.
It was found on Echoes, and that was the first iteration of uh, Item Lost Skip back in 2010. But we're not gonna talk about that one. That one sucks.
So yeah, I just wanted to be on the record and say that I was wrong. I apologize.
Also, I was wrong here. I said this doesn't work, but it does.
Doesn't work.
Doesn't work. So we're gonna be here for exactly 54 seconds. Should be about time. And I'm gonna drop a bomb, and it's gonna be framed perfectly put. So the next frame I'm out, I already have infinite speed. So we're just gonna use this to get this artifact early, and we got it. Because we don't need boost ball to activate infinite speed, we have the benefit of grabbing this earlier. So GameCube normally would have to come back here with Plasma Beam. So that's one of the benefits of Wii. That's why I think in some ways it's faster, but I'm sure that GameCube can be faster with proper optimizations. But yeah, enjoy Orb Ball. Unfortunately, I didn't see any use to teleport to the safe station cutscene like we did with the elevator, like activate on the first frame because we grabbed the missile, so we can't do that.
I like the
So the
scripted.
only way to cancel light show here is just go to the safe station manually.
I like the use of the scripted camera there with the instant morph to
It was not a
Or it's
scripted camera; it was just a regular camera.
Oh, never mind. I'm
Oh yeah, on Wii, to cancel light show, we just unmorph and remorph, and it's really good.
Oh, my bad. Didn't realize it was that free.
Oh, that's why you said scripted camera. No, that's just Wii.
Yeah, I just thought it was. I thought you were in a scripted camera zone to do that. Oh, that's cool.
All right, so because we don't have Varia suit, and don't have a way to activate IS back then, we're just gonna go the other way. So enjoy this field trip back to Magmore from the other side. So we're just gonna walk all the way to Far Fendrana to go grab that Magma elevator. Just gonna
This
go.
is cool.
Yeah, nothing really interesting to talk about besides some wall crawling, ether jumping, and yeah. So here I have to touch this load trigger for this door to load the room. It's right here. Gotta wait a little bit before I can move again, and gonna carefully navigate through this advanced collision that was really bad. How the hell did you do this, Hazel? couldn't do that last springboard there, but who cares? And yeah, I think
This is crazy. This room is a massive aether box too.
Yeah, if you fall, you're going down. Also, Pythar does. Just gonna chill. Just gonna let him chill over there. We're just gonna pass by. Don't need to worry about him. It's just there.
Nice pacifist run, just leaving the bosses alone.
I mean, we're gonna kill Megapire.
Okay,
I mean,
one has to go down.
Well, some Chozo ghosts were dealt with
Oh,
too.
I
But like,
killed that
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
No longer pacifist.
yeah, like, did you like? What does it
what?
mean when you kill a Chozo ghost or defeat one?
I don't know. They're already dead. They're ghosts.
That's what I mean. That's my. I feel like that raises questions for actual pacifists.
And
That
we're
was
here.
focused.
So
Well
the reason
done.
we're going to this part of Magmore, so you still be wondering, you're still going to Magmore, you're still gonna take heat damage. Wrong. The far part of Magmore is not superheated. They did not mark the rooms as the area attributes of that it's gonna do heat damage. So we're gonna go through here, and we're gonna go all our way back to Choso now that we have Wave Beam, and also the artifact of Sun. So we're never gonna have to come back to that part of Fendrana ever again.
Wait a second. Hold on.
Hmm?
So you
What's
were able
wrong?
to go out of bounds in Gathering Hall. Was NSJ IBF not possible?
What do you mean?
Do you need space jump to actually make it to Ice Beam?
No. You. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see.
Because I was like, it never occurred to me that like, when you first went out of bounds in Chozo, like on your way to the ghosts and then to Magmore, like.
So I think he's
get Ice
asking
Beam
like, could you have just gone to Ice Beam earlier, and is it just like a routing
no
choice
reason
not to
to
go
get
straight
Ice
to
Oh
Ice
wait a
Beam?
second, no, I'm dumb. There's
We
a
wait it
there's
first.
a reason.
Oh, okay.
Also, this room is super heated, so we need to be careful and go fast. And you're just recover 3 health. Yeah, no problem.
Plenty of time.
You didn't even spring ball through the little grate into the elevator. I'm I'm being too nitpicky.
It was faster to do this. What are you talking about? Instant armor. All right, we're back at Talon. We're only here to go to Choso, so nothing really interesting to talk about here. We need health, that's for sure. So we're just gonna kill these 2 Zoomers. Yes, those spiky things are called Zoomers. Memes. I don't know. Gonna do some cool bomb jumps here to skip going around this long. The collision for this room, those branches, is really bad. I did not have a good time trying to get up there fast. So basically, we're technically still in the early game because we don't have anything. We only went to grab Wave Beam, that's it. So we went from bombs to Wave Beam.
Could have gone back and gotten space jump.
We don't need Space Jump. Who needs Space Jump?
It's a great
Space
item.
Jump is,
It's really good.
nah, Space Jump is for weenies. So now that we have Wave Beam, we have access to the rest of Choso and Mines. The entrance of Mines, at least. So first, before we go do anything else, we're gonna go get the artifact of Life Giver. Now that we have Wave Beam, we can access it. So we're gonna go back to this part right here. And we're gonna do the same skip we did last time. Well, not skip, but you know, we're just gonna get up. Gonna use this one to get up there. Use the beetle to dash, and we're up here. All that collision is really precise and very tiny standable, so will be extremely difficult to perform on TA. And here we're gonna do this gravity skip. We're just gonna do a slope jump. If you do a slope jump on the water, you can like it's really more powerful than
Works exactly
normal.
the same way in Remastered 2, so you can, if you want to pull that off, that's a pretty easy underwater slope jump to do.
Yeah, but you need to be holding the scan of something. There's like a
Yes.
scan behind you, like over there. Assuming you didn't do the puzzle first to get Wave Buster, you just use that to like go up. That'll give you better movement and actually make the spring.
I love the tiny gains you're getting with this underwater spring jump.
Yeah, very funny stuff.
This game is silly. Silly, goofy game.
Just a little goofy game that does goofy stuff.
This is why John Metroid is such an endearing character.
Who?
John Metroid.
John Metro.
Yeah, the main character of Metroid.
Ah, I see. I don't understand. I don't English very well, so I couldn't quite get that joke.
Yeah, like how John Halo is the main character of Halo, and John Doom guy is the
Alright, another pause there to make the room load faster. That's actually the same room, so. I need health from there, so I just grabbed it from the trick bat, because we're gonna be touching some more acid water. And now we're on our way back here. We're gonna go get Ice Beam, so we're gonna do the same movement over there, except that instead of going through the Zoid part, we are gonna go to this branch again and do what we did last time.
I love this. This is so cool.
And we are bounce. And so I hope you like spring ball, morph ball, out of bounds movement because I'm gonna do it again.
I feel like it would be disappointing if this run didn't like use spring ball that much.
Yeah, I actually
it's
love
like one of the
seeing
best casual
all
changes.
the spring ball use.
Or it's just one of the best changes, period, like to the Prime.
Yeah, because I
Especially
remember
with that-
like I know
Wait,
seeing
what's this?
out of bounds movement in like these tunnel areas specifically. A lot of the time they have to like just constantly bomb jump like multiple times over and over, and just being able to just spring ball all the way across is really nice.
Okay, so from what I'm gathering here, Miguel, it's not worth it to get Ice Beam, even if you could get it.
Yeah, it's
Earlier.
better if we need to do that because we need to get a wave beam first because otherwise without wave beam we pretty much
Can't
can't
get
do
to
anything
mines.
else here. Yeah. Alright, so Farmwell Crawl is done and this is territory of new content. This is where Hazel's old work in progress 20% from 2018 ends. So we have Ice Beam now. Yay.
Go before Flagra.
Yeah, it's technically still before Flagra, you know. Unfortunately, I couldn't quite make it to the other side from there, so I'm gonna have to go around. Not even a bomb jump can make it because the ceiling is like right here, so I can't really do much of horizontal movement. And there's nothing to that shelf, so...
Alright, you're just setting up good conditions for Life Grove Tunnel.
We're actually not gonna get that yet. So, now that we have Ice Beam and also Wave Beam, that was also important. That was the whole trip back to Vendrana. And also getting Artifact of Sun as well. We can go on our way to mines and get power bombs. So this is the reason why I'm playing on the Japanese version of Prime Wii. This trick right here, bar skip, is patched on trilogy version. So no English, we Japanese only.
And then this version also does not have the one bomb and air rule, I think, right?
It does.
Why do I keep thinking it doesn't?
If we one bomb in row, that's pretty much it.
I could have sworn that was like one thing they like kept for Prime Wii, but not for the trilogy version.
Alright, this is where we need Wave Beam. This is why I didn't do IUVF earlier because, yeah, Wave Beam. So now we're mines. We're gonna go on our way to make two power bombs. This a little bit of a roadblock I had when making this task. I was a little bit worried. How am I gonna get up there without dashing? No nothing. Well, first I had a plan to use a secret roll in the room next to the barrier over there, but besides a couple of complications with that, like for example, it's a really stupid trick. didn't just decided to find something else, and unfortunately it did. I'm gonna get on top of this crate right here with spring bomb jumps. I can get on top of this right here, and this is the hard part. I need to get on this spot, use the turret to dash there, very important. And I'm now on top of the crate, and now I make it here. So that skips the whole go around from mines, and it's generally faster and more quality of flying to get here. So very nice.
Yeah, you don't have boost ball, even though you'd have to go around into this room called Research, and there's a spinner at the top that you need to use this turret and like spin it around, and then activate it to open up the way out of the room. And you can still move the spinner kind of without boost ball, but it's really slow.
And the
And
big
it
and
avoids
also
the worst
that's
fight in the
not even the
game.
problem. That's not even the problem. Our processing is the problem. How the hell are we gonna get up there?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So we're just gonna go through garbage disposal instead.
I love that room. Also
Say hi
love
to
people
this-
complaining about stuff they're watching and actively deciding to watch and needing their opinion validated when they can just stay quiet and grow up.
Who says that?
Nothing.
Nothing. Alright. So we're gonna use high speed on this guy because that's the strongest we can use, and we need the missiles. So slow. Alright, I guess biggest thing of note, if you're not in their field of view, they'll just like turn around like until they start going into your kind of view. Like they have to be facing you before they do any animations. That's how they're coded. So you can just abuse that and just make him stand still. And yes, you can do that in Remaster too.
These beam troopers are so dangerous.
Oh yeah, they like do like 20 damage each shot or something stupid.
I mean, it's probably a
Damage.
little less because of casual mode, but even then, like they do like they have a lot of DPS and their shots individually. Like on GameCube normal, it's like 10 on power suit.
Yeah, and if you get shot like a lot, that's like easily like 30
Yeah,
HP.
you have no
just chopped
iframes.
down.
You have no iframes after you get shot.
So we're gonna go avoid the shots like Neo. And we're here. This is Central Dynamo, and we're gonna fight in Cloak Drone. We don't need to see where it is because we don't care where it is. And 3 missiles, 2 power shots, and he's dead.
I thought Neo's name was John Matrix.
God damn it. Alright, Powerbomb Maze.
Oh, I'll count.
This
I'll
is
count.
cringe, so we're gonna skip it.
Oh, I was. Did you like Jen a good maze anyway? Like,
Nah, that was a
Or the
bad maze
Easter egg.
too. I think I have a picture of the maze. I'm gonna post it in chat. Let me look for it. Alright, that was the maze. So now we have power bombs. We're gonna go our way back to the backside of Face of Mines to go to Magmore from there. And our next objective is Plasma Beam. But first we need to actually exit this part of the area, and we can't do complex bomb jumps, so we can't do vent shaft. And so in a sense we'll be stuck here, but fortunately there's a secret world here that we can use to our advantage to get out of here. So we're gonna ignore that guy. We're gonna ignore that guy. We don't care about him. We're just gonna go out of bounds here.
yeah, Secret World's basically the point that you get out of bounds. It's a very ancient term.
So right there I morphed just before landing on the ether floor, so my speed gets cancelled, so I land with very little speed. And yeah, we're gonna shoot the door first to force load the room, and we out of here.
Yeah, the game sometimes loves to take its time with giving you a jump if you land on the Aether floor with any speed at all. Pretty annoying. So, yeah, so we need main power bombs for like one reason. Otherwise, it would probably be faster to get an expansion instead. But there's a Chozo artifact that's locked by collecting power bombs. It's a very
And also-
arbitrary thing.
Yeah, and also in this version of the game, the room, like, to enter plasma processing, which is the room that has plasma beam, you need a power one because the Tall edition added a rubble there.
Oh
So that's
yeah, that's right.
and of course we need power ones to access the artifact of warrior.
Well, if I
So
forgot that, despite the fact that I just played remastered.
phone walk roll, and we are here. So you probably wonder how I'm gonna climb. What was the rule called? Geothermal core, especially because I don't have boost ball and can't exactly do one bomb in air rule stuff. So I can't use the particle bounce. Can't do anything else really. There's one thing we can do. We can go
Imagine not.
say hi to our friend Try. That's right. Screw you though. Screw this one though. We don't care about this one. We can
Trike
die.
is short for tricle.
Tricle.
Is this somehow worse than Fiery Shores?
It's worse than workstation flying pirate.
that is, yeah, that. Oh goodness. Remember when Whiskers taught me that?
So,
It was like the
unfortunately,
worst thing.
because of the scripted camera there and the player hint trigger, the game doesn't let us unmorph until we're out of it. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to float until I'm level with the room box. So we're gonna. Unfortunately, nothing we can do about it.
Still very fast. Very,
Eh,
very fast. I kid.
So you're just
So,
like
yeah.
mashing jump as quickly as possible here.
Actually, that makes it slower.
Oh, so you don't want, you don't
mash
want to mash
jump,
it?
you float slower, so you cannot do that.
Yeah, so whenever you're out of Aether Box, you very, very slowly rise up.
Here we go.
But eventually you get a jump.
We're gonna force load the room. Couldn't quite get some morph ball action there, so I gave up. The collision is too bad in our room. Not that it matters though. This room takes a little bit too low. And we're out of bounds. We're here, and we have access to this part of the room, which was the big roadblock. There's the rubble. This is why we need power bombs first. Otherwise, we would have gotten on our way back from Kendrano. That would have been
Looked like-
really good.
It looked like Miguel landed on air. The walkway sort of extends out, I think, after you get plasma. Or it might be on your way to getting plasma. But the collision itself doesn't change. It's just a actor thing.
Yeah, there's like a little bridge that extends there with a trigger that's not here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's also a little hole you can reposition through. It makes getting back to the bottom.
Actually, not even a hole. It's just backside collision that the game just thinks, oh, you can go
my
through here.
apologies.
Okay. We got plasma beam. So, and while we're here, we can go get the remaining artifacts in Farf and Drawn. So that's what we're gonna do now. Especially now that we have power bomb, so we can get spirits. That also had a
I
power
love
bomb.
still 2-trip Vendrana.
Ah.
Not that, like, I don't know why it wouldn't be, I guess, but...
Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, it's just like, even if low percent, it's still 2-trip Vendrana.
Oh yeah.
But-
GameCube can do one trip and run, I think. Wait, no. What am I saying? Never mind.
Okay.
That's impossible.
Still need plasma.
Parf and run on one trip, yes. Alright, we don't have spider ball, so we're gonna do a little trick here.
That's
This right
exactly
here.
precise.
This, you said I got stuck there. That was probably my lottery ticket winning thingy, because I had a routing error. I don't have missiles here, so I was gonna go through get spirits first, but then I saw that they did not have missiles, so I said, oh damn it, I guess I'll have to go to magma again there. But then I could not for the life of me get back up there again, because I could not replicate that little figure standing there in the spider track, and I could not do the strat I originally had in mind. So like I was kind of moaned there, like oh no. So I just decided to undo that and just go get this first. which I think it doesn't even matter anyway. But yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, it's
That was
probably like a very
very-
negligible time difference.
So yeah, that little spot right there in the spider track, that's like pixel perfect, position perfect thingy. So precise. I couldn't even replicate it.
gosh.
I found it by complete
You showed
accident.
Edward?
Yeah, kind of
That's
needs to
cool.
shoot and taller though. So because of the apologies that door locks on cutscene, I had to reload the room. But no matter, we can just go back up again. So yeah, I needed to alert the pirate, so it breaks the glass, and also make sure it doesn't like get stopped by the other pirate right there. So now that the glass is broken, we're out.
Yeah, we did. Let's go. Edward's my favorite space pirate in this game.
I thought it was Calvin.
No, Calvin and I are bitter enemies.
Ah.
I'm only happy if I
Alright.
get to super missile Calvin as soon as
Coming
I
up
get
here with every Prime casual player's favorite room. The joke here is that everybody hates this artifact. I know a casual player I was watching one day when playing Prime Remaster got stuck here for like an hour, and Chad was just constantly saying like very vague hints on what to do until they figure it out, and they're like, "Oh, I'm an idiot." But yeah, this artifact is like, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you're screwed. But yeah, artifact of Elder.
called that because of how long it takes to get it.
You gotta do a little spring bump jump there to get back up from the start. It's extra slow to go up there from the normal way because we don't have blue ball. So we're gonna shot through a little hole there to shoot the door earlier. Very tiny hole, and especially with the wave variants from Wave Beam, the wavy shot, really precise. So here I am grabbing health because I'm gonna do a trick that requires a little bit of health. Or so I thought. So you'll see shortly right here.
Another skybox thing, I think.
Yeah. So it's like that for all of them. Except if the rooms have a shared skybox, then it won't do like this one. You use springboard to, because it's a slope going up, using springboard there goes faster. Now, we're gonna go say hi to this guy right here.
Wait, no, this is John Metroid.
John Metroid.
Okay,
We're gonna do a strat that takes 60 damage here, and we're gonna jump on top of the glider, and we are out of bounds.
There's a trick called Early Newborn. I'm just kidding.
So we use the Metroid to jump on top of the glider, and on top of that, no pun intended, he also propels us upwards, so that gives us a good enough boost to get on top of the glider, and the glider can get us out of bounds because the glider partially goes out of bounds, and when we're standing on it, our collision just follows it, and the game has no choice but to follow where you're standing. So because we're standing on the part that goes out of bounds, the game just kind of throws us out of bounds because he doesn't have a choice. We got the artifact, and that's basically all we need to do in Forfeit Draw now.
Yeah,
We need
that door is locked.
bombs.
That door is
Yeah.
blocked by a power bomb wall, so you need a power bomb to
Mm.
get out.
It's not visible from behind, so yeah, that's why I used the wild one there. Please.
So even with all the out of bounds and stuff, like these Farfendrana rooms are like probably the worst part of low percent, at least on GameCube for me.
Yeah, they're really bad.
It's just the
I
platforming is
was like-
precise. It's not forgiving.
I knew that when I came here, like for the first time, when I had to test this, so I was like, ugh. I have to, but I have to get it over with. So enjoy this room. This one's flashy.
Thought you were gonna like damage boost off the ice parasite somehow. This jump, right? Oh, I hate this jump so much. This one's not great either. What?
that was nice.
Wow.
So that was a dash done inside the BSJ timer, the frame, Windows frame, and it was also kind of like a floaty dash because it was done on the frame after like jump up a ledge. I don't know how exactly. Yes.
Someone asked about needing Varia or Gravity. We're not picking up either one this run. So the previous percentage, 21%, you would get Varia suit, but now Varia is what gets skipped.
That's 20%.
Mm-hmm. And then I think we're like a room away from Wave being skipped. There's 2 rooms. I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember exactly what it was.
Like Wave almost can be skipped, but it still can't because of Tower Chamber and like, maybe another room, but I'm not
Not
sure.
even that. Yeah. Japanese version of Metroid Prime, GameCube, can go out of bounds in near Tower of Light or whatever room it was. The only thing blocking it is Exo Skip now. It can be done in Japanese. Like the Metroid just instantly dies. Nothing to be done.
So is there anything else that's close to being skippable besides Wave?
Missiles. But
Oh really?
we can skip everything regarding missiles. But also before I keep talking, we have to do this again. This time it was really annoying. You see my health now? I was very annoying. I have like 0.015 health something.
It works.
If I get touched by a dust particle, I'm dead. That's basically how low in health I am. But yeah, missiles. We could skip missiles, but we cannot escape anti-chamber because that has a missile door. And unlike Echoes, where if you open a door from the wrong side that has a missile, it won't disappear. It'll stay there, and the collision is there as well.
That's the room with Ice Beam, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also the artifact of nature. Like, you can get in, but so far no way to clip out the rubble collision that's blocking it. So yeah, there are some theories, but nothing
Miguel,
else.
Yeah, would love to see low percent go even lower.
Such.
When is the remastered version of the Prime 1 anti-chamber I love refrigerators meme?
Whenever I can play Prime Remastered.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna take a pit stop to refill our health missiles. Also, what Fusion Varia said in chat.
Wait, when did you get the health missiles upgrade?
There's a theory to make Omega Pirate die without X-ray visor, but so far, no dies. Also, I'm gonna snipe that guy.
So good.
Nice snipe.
So we're gonna go through here because we're gonna climb Frigate Crest side to get to the far side of Choso faster.
Some underwater slope jumps for increased height.
This room, I thought it was impossible until Fusion Varia came in and told me, no, it isn't, idiot. Just do it correctly. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Okay, you could almost entirely springball that. That's great.
This one, I couldn't just do a spring bomb jump like right away. I had to drop a bomb first. The extra height actually mattered this time. And missile, oops.
Scary missile.
Oh,
Not today.
give me a heart attack, Miguel.
Brother.
Like, I gotta have faith, right? Because like it's tool assisted, so it's like I know
mean,
I know nothing's.
And the
gonna
whole
be
build
bad.
is already rendered, so who cares?
Yeah.
Right, so now that we're back here, now that we have Plasma Wing, we can go get the artifact of the world because it was blocked on the little Plasma Wing bomb slot right there. But first, we need to activate those bomb slots. So I'm gonna do a little cool, interesting thing. Because of the way air movement works, no wall jumping, I can't exactly get on top of the peg. So I'm gonna do this instead.
Oh,
That sucked to do. It took me like an hour.
yeah.
Thank you, Fusion Warrior, for helping me again. Just carrying, they are carrying the entire task.
Yeah, on like GameCube, you'd scan dash over and hope to land on it. This like small little thing coming out of the wall.
Yeah, unfortunately, can't dash over the Ghost Trader, so we're just gonna kill him.
I literally had to remind myself, like, wait, why are you just shooting regular shots?
Yeah, we don't have
Oh.
tracking.
That's right. Oops. Love that's low percent. You have to kill 4 Chozo ghosts, at least. TAS's fingers must not be holding up very well.
Nah, I don't care. And that's the artifact of world. I think we have 6 artifacts.
Let's see,
Remember, we haven't gotten the
Warrior,
ones in Magmar
Newborn.
yet. We don't have the ones in
Strength.
Magmar yet. It's not strength. Other one's Magmar. We don't have strength.
I'm saying you're the ones you have remaining. Sorry, not that you
Oh, okay,
actually
yeah,
have those.
Sorry, my bad.
No, my brain was doing the inverse thing when it should not have been. So you need to get Warrior, you need to get Newborn, you need to get Strength,
Nature,
and Nature.
truth, obviously, and now coming up, Choga. Yeah,
And
so
then-
6.
and then
six,
Choga,
6
yeah.
more.
Yeah,
So
like
now
5
that
of
we
them are really like what you have to explore for, because Truth is just like at the temple. So really, you're
Right.
looking for 11.
So now that we actually have power bombs, now we can get extra advisor. So now we're gonna go on our way there.
Yeah, X-ray. Unless there's a way to
Real
skip
quick,
Phazon suit, cannot skip
uh,
X-ray.
yeah. So for some prime low percent enjoyers, this is for you.
Oh no. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this.
You already saw this.
Oh. Oh wait, I did see this. That's right.
Lovely.
I thought you were gonna go to GTC.
Oh no, screw that. And also, it's literally impossible. One bomb in arrow.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
If you remember last TAS showcase, we get X-ray, and nothing else of note.
Yeah. This
Yeah,
game looks
beautiful
perfectly fine to me.
cutscene.
Yeah, that happens because if you grab X-ray or any other visor or thermal, and that cuts in place, for some reason it's bored with fusion power suit, so it looks like that. And also, I dropped a frame perfect power bomb, so it went off during the cutscene, so I didn't have to wait for that to destroy.
Yeah.
And also, spinner without boot ball. I did a little setup where you get stuck, but you're spinning constantly, so that moves the spinner. So I dropped like 5 bombs there to get out on more. I have no
The,
idea if that's fast or not, but it looks cooler.
Yeah, the thing with Samus's bones not being rigged, if we somehow skipped Phazon suit, that would happen again with the Red Ridley fight during the death cutscene. Oh, you are triggering the ghosts. Interesting.
That was just for the reposition. Otherwise, it
Oh,
would
I
be
see.
bad.
Okay.
So, since we don't have space jump, we can't do the ESJ over there. So I'm gonna do this instead. This also sucked a lot. 2 hours like trying to do that, or 3. Thanks again, Fusion Mario, for helping me out. She took like 10 minutes to do. Oh yeah, you do it like this, and then shows my video. And it only took them 10 minutes. It took me 3 fucking hours. Sorry about this, but yeah, really, really bad. I hated that.
Yeah, that looked very tricky.
And we're do that to basically skip doing the ghost to get up there. Sorry, skip fighting the ghost to be able to access that again and to get here faster. And wow, yeah, we're back here. So now we're back on our final trip to mine.
If you saw Samurai Man's Prime Remastered run, he does that. Not from that point, but He has to go out of bounds to skip the bars that Miguel skipped.
All right. Now we actually need to go through the barrier. We don't need to go up there instead this time, because we're gonna go grab the artifact of warrior instead. So we're gonna real quick scan these. On hindsight, it should have probably been a good idea to scan this on the way in the first pass, but I don't think it really matters that much.
Oh yeah, you don't have any way of getting. Well, this room is awful in low percent. These shadow pirates are fine. It's the wave troop and ice troop, or no, it's the wave troopers coming up that are really bad.
They're ice troopers on second pass.
Yeah, second pass is ice troopers. And
You're
then the route 5
forgetting
unlocks.
something, Bash Prime. This is the Wii version.
I know.
You know what
So
that means?
you're not in as much danger, but it's still bad, I'm sure. Yeah, on GameCube you have no means of stun locking the wave pirates with charge wave because no charge beam. But at least on casual they die quicker. Oh right, that's right. Okay,
Oh,
yeah. So on
power bombs
GameCube,
kill them?
yeah, on I think it's GameCube NT. I think it was a PAL change, right? Where they
Yeah, it's a
became
PAL
vulnerable to.
change.
Yeah, so PAL GameCube you can kill in power bombs, but on NTSC you have to shoot them with your beam weapon.
Nice.
So never mind, they're free.
Very
You can do that in
convenient.
your Master 2, guys. Try it at home. If you hate those troopers, you use power bombs to delete them.
Right, so
here we
this
are.
right here,
Recently.
main power bombs is what makes this layer change to make this phase on elite come out possible. So even if you have an expansion but don't have main PBs, will not be able to break the phase on elite
Yeah.
out of its thing.
Also,
Also great refills too.
Yeah, I used refills to like shoot him continuously, so I used like 15 missiles there. So I only need to do like 5 plasma shots, and that's it.
Yeah, randomizer makes that change so you can come here as soon as possible without having to dive into Central Dynamo first. Are you kidding me?
And yeah, we have no other way back up. We already removed the barrier in main quarry, so the turrets are not there anymore, so I can't dash. So we're gonna do the next best thing, this secret road right here.
Did the pirate like reposition
Yeah.
you out?
Yes, there's a little hole there. I think Vertigo found this.
Didn't know this room was actually GFMC compound in
Oh
Prime
wait,
2.
no, this secret road is like old, very
Oh.
old. So yeah,
Shows how much I know. Oh, how I haven't seen that one before. That's interesting.
It's like really obscure. You're only gonna find that in Metroid 2000.
It was lost to time and then only recently. It's like extended dashing, lost to time and then rediscovered.
Well, not really, but yeah, you're
joking.
basically
I'm
only
just
gonna find a
joking.
video of the secret world in Metroid 2002. That's how
Oh my
old it is.
God.
So we're out of here. Since we're out of bounds, we can skip this elevator right here. The main reason to go out of bounds was because elite researches, like that room over there, the spinner thing we explained earlier, and also ore processing, impossible to climb. So we're gonna go out of bounds, and since we're there out of bounds, we can just keep going a little bit until we skip the elevator.
Yeah,
I would
moving the
stay out
turret
of
is so
bounds.
slow.
I would have stayed out of bounds if it wasn't for this vertical transition right here.
How did you have vertical momentum going into the morph animation? Was that from the door sucking you like
Yes.
through or?
The momentum the game doesn't care, doesn't matter. Also, since we exited this room while the elite pirate was there, the concentrator is not there anymore, so he's just T-posting behind the barrier. Not visible, but yeah, should have thought to mention. He's just T-posing over there. He's also rotated on the Y-axis 90 degrees, so
Amazing.
he's like horizontal.
Perfectly fine gameplay. Thankfully, these
Alright.
crates are guaranteed PB drops. Prime 1 is a fantastic item refill system where you don't get the item you want normally. Except for like a few scripted like boxes and stuff where they'll give you a guaranteed
Did
drop.
that push you out of bounds? Oh my god.
Yes.
You did this in
And
your
we're done
80%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Except this time it's actually triple required because no space jump, no dashing, absolutely nothing. We can't do complex bomb jumps. We can't stand the Metroids. We can't jump off of them. So this is pretty much our only alternative, which is weird because Fusion Mario was like working on this in like 2018, but none of this was found yet. So I'm like, how the hell were you gonna go through? So yeah, we're gonna stay out of bounds for the majority of this and skip elevators with the.
I love the Aether jumps. You can just pretend like you have space jump. Copium.
What did you say?
I was saying with the Aether jumps, you can pretend like you have space jump.
Oh,
This is definitely me not coping at all.
So we're jumping a lot to do soft input jumps and go faster. So fortunately, I couldn't quite get this without load delay. I really tried, but it's like really tight, very tight. Hey, but at least this time I used less pauses. So the reason for the pausing is to delay the load of the room because it's too fast. So I'm gonna load in and then do the 3-frame jump to escape the collision. So I get the artifact and I'm out of there. And it took no damage.
Load in the cold artifact, load out hot, eat the artifact.
What?
You're welcome.
I did not understand
That was a
what
good
you
joke.
There's like 5
don't
people that
understand a single word that
understand.
just came out of your mouth.
I hope you actually watching.
Very few people understand that, but I appreciate it.
Alright, if it's good with you, it's good with me. Right here, I couldn't see anything, so I just turned up next X-ray laser momentarily. This is fun. Besides just ignoring everything that's inbound here, since I already have the artifact, I don't have any reason to come back here, so I could just skip all this and forget about it forever. These rooms are also like very complex, NSJ, especially on Wii, so. But there's an even more interesting thing coming up here. If you remember the artifact of wild fight with the 3 ghosts in Stun Chamber, we're gonna do something similar right here.
Oh my god, the bloom lighting.
Oh yeah, you're gonna see
Actual
those,
blinding light.
Just hanging out in the ceiling.
So we're gonna load Elite Quarters, and we're gonna trigger the Omega Pirate cutscene from out of bounds.
Oh my goodness.
So we're gonna powerbomb Omega Pirate first to destroy its armor platings, and then we're gonna make the room visible so he can actually react to it, so he's not frozen. So you see, he doesn't have his armor plates anymore. So besides being stuck here and not having the necessary power bombs, we kind of just have to let him do the call animation, so there's nothing we can do about that.
We get the worst pirates on TAS.
Well, for now, we're just gonna wait for him till he shows up again, and you'll see a little funny.
Yeah, so...
Right, so I'm gonna move here as soon as he shows up, and I'm gonna go where he is. So right here, I open X-ray visor, so he's vulnerable, and he's gonna freeze because the room is occluded. So he's frozen in a vulnerable state, and I drop a bar
That's
in here.
so cool.
Nice.
Oh my
like
god.
30 damage each frame, so he just took all that.
So it's like his AI stops when the room securitizes again, right?
Yeah.
So then it's like...
But like
Just
it can still do damage when the room's not loaded, but
so
it
it's
just can't like
constantly
progress.
taking powerbomb damage with no iframe, so it's just dead.
Wow.
I didn't realize you just needed to pull up X-ray like just a little bit. I mean, you still need it, but
Wait, would that be able to
enjoy
one
it.
cycle on other versions and other difficulties too?
Yes, but
Nice.
good luck. There's a lot of more technical stuff involved, and you're pretty
Yeah.
never gonna get that.
Yeah,
Still
may
can't
not
avoid-
be realistic, but at least theoretical.
still can't avoid seeing Fusion Varia in low percent. Okay, we have traffic cones soon
Well,
now.
When the room gets occluded, the enemies are gonna eventually freeze. So I pull up X-ray visor just before he freezes, so that makes him freeze on the vulnerable state. So I don't have to. I don't need
that's
X-ray
cool.
visor active anymore. So I just powerbomb him and he's dead.
No, never mind.
I,
Apparently, powerbomb damage isn't affected by difficulty. I never knew that.
I think like flamethrower or like on fire damage also isn't affected. It's like weird corner cases like that.
This room is fun. So now that we have face and suit, we actually have heat protection now, so we can actually enter Magmore and get the remaining arms there. So here there's some invisible platforms, They're only visible with X-ray, so I'm gonna use them to get up here
You can
again.
see the like fire jets coming out if you have thermal, but we do not have thermal visor. Yeah, the Omega Pirate fight is the only reason that you have to get X-ray visor. You cannot damage Omega Pirate without the X-ray visor.
Nice health, by the way. Oh, never mind.
It is completely useless in like a low percent setting outside of that.
Also, have you enjoyed those dashes and very cool?
That was cool. I hate that turret a lot.
That's true too. And now we're on our way to Magma to get the last remaining artifacts, and we'll be done.
This mine segment was crazy. Well done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
When
great.
you behold the power of TAS. Sorry, I got real quick. This was basically just the same movement as before, so yeah. Yep.
Part of me feels triggered that Miguel doesn't pick up a power bomb from the guaranteed zoomer drop.
It is weird to just not take that guaranteed power bomb, but I guess sometimes you don't need it.
Yep.
I guess the TAS isn't gonna care.
Just incredible superhuman awareness. Also, shoutouts to these puddle spores. The sound they make is actually a guy burping.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. That's
Shouts to the
I love
Kiwi
it.
Talks interview.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
hello.
We were talking about how puddle spores are really just one of the devs burping into a mic.
Truly ingenious sound design.
I mean, it's funny, but like unironically, you're
I
right.
mean, if it's good and it like sounds like what you need it to, then it really is just good.
Yeah, yeah, that is fully recording, isn't it? I'm not like a big filmmaker, so like the terminology is like still real new for me, or ADR or what have you. Oh no, fully specifically for like
Sorry, I had to go
ambient stuff.
AFK yet again.
Oh my god, you're doing this with 7 health! What are you doing?
Alright,
Oh my
because you can't get the artifact of warrior. No, this is strength.
This is strength
the room
right
is
here,
like
yeah.
pretty high up. You can't dash in monitor station and everything, so we're just gonna have to go from here. Also, I believe it's faster. But here we are. So we're gonna
This
go up
doesn't
here
feel
because the room is
faster.
connecting.
You're probably right.
And the artifact is right here. Because this is wrong room, I can ceiling warp inside.
Oh my gosh. This game.
And we're just gonna exit here again, and we're done. So one last remaining
This is more
artifact.
direct, yeah.
One last remaining artifact, which is nature, and then obviously truth, but that's like at the end. It's whatever. Don't mind the low health. We don't need health. We're okay. Who needs health?
Yeah, it's really convenient that the heat prevention is just having a suit, not specifically having Varia. That's something. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna break that.
Please tell me how to re-record because you like accidentally died from the poison gas or something.
I never died. Nah, I didn't.
Too good. Too good.
Yeah, too good.
That was like a
And-
completely random chance for it to drop that, right?
No, it's like a marginally big chance for an ultra drop.
Like, in there.
And
like,
here's the artifact that we missed last time. Because we were in infinite speed mode, so we can unmorph, we can shoot missiles, we can do nothing.
and the superheated damage in here is twice as
Gone.
much as in other superheated rooms.
Oh, right. Yeah, like...
So you had to manage your health doing that at the same time.
So it's Fates and Suit, 50% damage reduction plus casual mode or easy mode or normal mode, whatever, slash whatever. So we're gonna go to here because this is the fastest way to get to Choso. At least I believe so. And because I did not want to climb Root Cave again, that room sucks.
Imagine still not having heat protection, but it's just 2.5 damage per second.
Yeah, to like very slow.
Marginally hot rooms.
Do a little weird spring ball there to get an instant morph, and it's the shot. Uncomfortably warm rooms. Right, so the only reason we're going back here to Choso is just because this is the fastest way to back to Talon. Again, I believe so, because otherwise we would have to turn
All the way
around and go
back.
through the same room we went and climb rooms like Root Cave, very annoying.
Yeah, I think you have like fewer rooms to go through since it's just vault, the access rooms from vault, and then main plaza.
Yeah.
And that just basically takes you to canyon, so it's ooh. Playing
We're
the
not
fire there.
getting any
We really just came out of Magmore too.
Also, a little quick there, I know you noticed, but I actually was rolling faster than usual. That's because I exited the half pipe, and I would the game kind of gives you the half life properties when you like interact with it in a weird way. And
Oh.
quirk of it is that you don't decelerate, and you can boost in the air and spring ball immediately after boosting. Not seen here, but it's complicated. But basically, half pipe quirks shenanigans do that. I could
So
have done
coming
a
up is Med Ridley. Oh, sorry.
no, nothing, no. I just meant I could have done an insta shot there, but I forgot about it.
So even
That's it.
though we do not have boost ball, that trick was patched out in this version.
Yeah, normally like speedruns use boost ball to get really all the way down to its ground face health. That's all. That's as far as it goes.
And then like didn't every weapon except Ice Beam get nerfed too?
Yeah. I guess they want making vulnerable to cold, just like Samus.
Well, I mean, past through Fendrana probably wasn't the most comfortable experience. Oh wait, we didn't get boost ball in this, so we didn't see him do that. What am I thinking?
The whole 3-frame optimization. Also,
Nice.
E.
He.
Oh my god. Alright, here we go. Leonard Ridley. Nothing much to be done besides just plasma shots, and there are really perfectly laid out, like frame perfect shots, like no cooldown, whatever.
Was
Like,
that cutscene
should-
lagging?
No, I should basically just shoot as fast as I can here, so it's like pretty fast. And also the normal mode slash easy mode slash casual mode vulnerabilities also speed this up a little bit. So yeah, here we go.
Yeah, I think single shot plasma is your highest DPS.
It's actually missiles, but we don't have much of those, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
save it for
5.
later. 4 actually.
Or I'd say like reliable, since you'd have to rely on drops.
Good recharge shots, that would have been amazing. So I track him with the. And here I use some missiles because I'm gonna get some recourse right here. So switch back to power beam to rapid fire missiles. And those missiles are right there are gonna hit him. So like do a little
my
bit of damage
gosh.
and 5 more, and yeah, it's.
That was pretty cool.
Unfortunately, there's absolutely no way to do more damage than this, so we're gonna get, like, as soon as he finishes his 5-eye, he's gonna do another one right away. But this is ideal because, in low percent, there's no way to skip this at all, in any way, so it's better to just make him do the flyby phase right away instead of waiting to do a little bit more damage, so it does a stun animation and then fly back, like, here again, flies back again. So it's just gonna do that instantly, and yeah, like low percent would do 4 flybys, but here I can just be fast and frame perfect and do 3 flybys, as you'll see soon.
Hype.
I need to be careful there to not shoot a missile too early, so he already would have went past the damage threshold and do another flyby. So I just shot it, so one frame, it hits. No, sorry. Ridley's about to, like, does the animation where he starts coming down, and then the next frame the missile hits. So you just do the maximum damage as possible. And that's flyby phase.
Was he like just above the threshold before you shot him that plasma shot?
Yes. So we're gonna use Ice Beam here because that's strongest and 3 plasma shots there.
Did they also increase the amount of damage he takes before he gets stunned? Or is it
Yes.
just from nerfing the beams? I forget if they like
Yes.
did a global buff on that.
They also like, yeah, you're right. I really wish I had used Ice Beam instead of 3 plasma shots. I did that for some reason, but then I was too late when I realized. Use rapid fire missiles to stun me right away there. So, but here's the actual strat. They can stripe at me, so I can do shots and then boom. 3 Aspen shots gets the job done.
Was it PAL where they changed how he holds his head back when he's about to charge? Like all of this is PAL, I think, not if it's trilogy related. Or PAL GameCube, I should say.
Yeah.
So like the stomping attack he does.
That's Ridley. I think I could have skipped the stomping attack entirely if I just got close to him and made him slash at me. So it's going really bad. So I could have just done it continuously, but I just did not think about it. And now I regret it. Now I won't be able to sleep at night, but yeah, we don't care about that.
Yeah, and then like there's another attack he does where he kind of rears his head back. On NTSC, he like hides it behind his hand, so it's really hard to hit him. Because he has like a small window where he opens his mouth and he can stun him before he just like completely charges forward across the room. It's annoying. But then in PAL, they changed the animation so you can hit him when he's about to charge.
Also, in the Japanese version, they removed the impact trader voice line for no reason. And
That wasn't there on NTSC.
No. So enjoy this really funny climb.
Yep, just skip half the room.
So because more bomb jump movement is nerfed in this version, the Metroid, we can't quite make it to the last platform. So instead, we're just gonna do this. Take a boost.
Oh,
from
that's so
Metroid.
good. Also, I forgot that from like PAL and onwards, Fission Metroids appear in Phazon Mines, but the only room you go through in this run that has them is Phazon Processing Center, and they just die when you enter.
Metroid assisted jump. Okay, unfortunately, we cannot do extra skip. The Metroid just hard-coded to die if it goes out of bounds, so nothing to be done about it. So we're just gonna have to fight EXO with no charge beam.
Didn't
So
you like just find a...
So enjoy all of this frame perfect shots that took me like that made me like all of this is frame perfect. Like I'm shooting as fast as the game allows me to. So I had to like frame count and see if this frame I can shoot, see if the other frame I can do shoot. And I cannot buffer it because I don't have charge beam, so I have to shoot when the frame allows me to shoot again. I just can't hold A again and then again. No, can't buffer it.
Wait, for the exo skip thing, is that a version thing that you can't do the exo skip on?
Yes, we patched the
GameCube
Metroid.
you can do it.
Okay.
In GameCube we can do it, but GameCube, NTSC and PAL, but Japanese GameCube cannot do it. As far as we know.
Interesting.
And the rest of the versions just cannot do it at all. But yeah. No,
That's where the GameCube Japanese doesn't work. But I was about to say, like, because you found a setup for PAL not too long ago, right? That makes it more consistent.
So yeah, as I was saying, all these shots are frame perfect, and it took me like 5 hours or something to do the entire fight because I was just Seeing literally every frame that works for a shot, like every time I shoot. So wave beam, you can only shoot every other 30 frames. So I have just the majority of it's just frame counting and making sure all the shots hit, and yeah, it's a huge pain.
What's
Yeah,
the frame cooldown for power beam?
2 frame, no, 5 frames. So you can shoot power beam every 5 frames. You can shoot wave beam every 30 frames. You can shoot plasma beam every 20 frames, I think it was. Yeah, every 20 frames. And you can shoot ice beam every 60 frames, so you can only shoot once a second. And ice beam is the strongest beam against exo without charge. Just perfectly nailing all these
It's
shots.
like 30 per shot, and then less health. Or is it a damage buff, or is it the health nerf for bosses when it's on casual?
Damage buff. Like exo is just
Okay.
vulnerable to ice. Like, he has like a 5x damage against ice. Like
Oh,
it's
it's 1.5.
5 times vulnerable to ice. I think I saw something like that in the damage document.
Oh, it was 1.5.
Damage study. I may be wrong, but like,
Charged ice does
it
90.
was 5.
Well, 60 normally, and that does 90 with the ice weakness, but it's still a little bit less than plasma.
Alright, that's sub chamber 3 done. And now we're on our way to sub chamber 4. Get a good plasma even start. I guess we should mention that sub chamber 4, it's random whatever phase he puts on. But with RNG manipulation, you can make it so it goes from ice to from plasma from ice, etc.
I love when that happens. Or like just switches to something and then like straight back to plasma. Someone was asking about Wii versus GameCube differences, and I forgot to mention that. On top of what we've talked about, this is a Wii game, and the GameCube version is a GameCube game.
No way.
Oh, good to know.
But there he switched to power and then instantly switched to ice beam and they just timed it properly. And
Well
that's
done.
exciting. So, and now all you have to do is essence. Frame perfect cutscene bomb.
Very nice. Now the essence strats here are mostly the same, right? It's just you don't have charge, so you can't hold down A to.
Yeah, and
You have to
because
spam A for phase on beam.
yeah, and pulse skip relies on the charge beam buffering because if you hold A with charge beam and then no matter even if you're outside the pool, you will still shoot,
Oh.
and that's what allows for the pull canceling. But you cannot do that without charge beam, so pull canceling is not possible, unfortunately.
I wasn't sure if you could still like frame perfectly hit the A button to shoot it, but I guess not.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Fusion Varia says it's news to them. Yeah, so what's happening right here is that whenever you shoot Essence with Phase On Beam, it will immediately go to its next like action in the action queue it has. So this expedites these phases so it'll lay a pool as fast as possible. And then the pool canceling we were talking about before is just for maximum damage output. Since it doesn't drain the pool of its ammunition, but since it relies on charge beam for the buffer, that it can't be done in this version. So likely going to be seeing 4 pool maybe or 5 pool, but just with a bunch of attack cancels for a more optimal fight.
Yeah, it's 4 pulls. Coming up time soon. I'm sure
get ready
we'll
on
see
time.
it right now.
All right.
Time will be when the cutscene starts.
Yeah, he knows.
Oh yeah, ZFT's running.
Yeah, I know Prime speed runs.
That was like the other game. That was like the other major game you ran back in the day.
Yeah,
So it's just
I
mashing.
was definitely a Prime speed runner.
Here we go, and time.
All right.
129.18.
Nice. That was a really cool
That's
run.
Metroid Prime 20%. The first ever showcase of 20%. Well, besides that old stream from 2018 that is long gone now and was like really bad and not at all optimized.
So
I
exactly.
quote, by the way. This is me quoting, not saying.
So you can beat the game with just 9 upgrades: missile launcher, morph ball bombs, wave beam, ice beam, plasma beam, main power bombs, X-ray, and phazon suit.
Face and Suit doesn't actually count that much
It
percentage.
doesn't. No.
Yeah, I forgot to like mention that.
So even though it's 9
So-
upgrades, and it's still 8%, and then the 12% from the artifacts.
Hypothetically, is there any realistic possible way that Phazon Suit could be skipped, or is it like not even
No,
anywhere close?
you need it to damage Essence.
Oh,
You
right,
can't
right,
damage
yeah.
Essence.
So, okay, yeah, that's
Unless of course a way to damage Essence is found, but
well,
besides that,
yeah. At least it doesn't count as a percent.
I think at that point
Yeah.
you rely on like some kind of like
but you
ace
still
being
need
found.
X-ray to get
Yeah.
it. You still need X-ray
Yeah,
to get.
if only X-ray fell in the same category.
It's like, or some way to like make the debug damage trigger like function again. There was like a debug trigger that was put in that insta kills Essence. But I think actually wait, don't you still? Isn't it any damage type, or I have to double check it in PW?
I have no idea. It's just like AI damage or something. You can skip the credits if you want to, CFG.
All right. No, but we love the credits music.
Oh, okay.
But I guess see the final time.
Yeah, shoutouts to the original
Yeah.
Metroid Prime development staff that
Yeah.
wasn't referenced at all in Remastered.
All right, we'll watch like the last 30 seconds of it.
Also, rest in peace, Andy O'Neill and Mark Hage Hutchinson, two incredibly talented engineers at Retro Studios.
Rest in peace. And silence, off she goes. You might be surprised by the final time.
Oh my god. Oh my
The memes. Also, they changed it in Japanese, so instead of mission final, it says mission complete.
Dun, 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 dun.
The video is now public. You can now like spam it in the chat if you
Nice.
want to. Right, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
If you wanna watch this again, CFG will post the video. right
Yeah,
now,
if you guys want to watch it in beautiful 4K, yeah, because I know the video might not look the best in this bitrate limited 1080p stream on Twitch, but you can go watch a nice 4K version here.
I had the even better quality Discord stream version.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that was beautiful.
That's an exclusive kind of experience right there.
Except that the frame rate was set to 30. So
Yeah, that's a beautiful Discord. Beautiful Discord stream quality.
yeah. Alright. Don't really have much to say this time.
If you're interested in speedrunning the
But
Prime
last
games,
time-
go to metroidprime.run on your internet browser. Got links to all the various speedrun discords, as well as the randomizers, or just the randomizer discord. Oh my goodness, stuttering like crazy there. What else? I don't know. Buy remastered so that we can get Echoes remastered.
Yeah,
Maybe
do
also
that.
potentially remaster.
Yeah,
too.
shoutouts to Prime Remastered.
Oh, I thought you were gonna like spam it a lot. The YouTube link.
Oh, I could spam it more.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
but yeah, so thanks.
Watching 4K.
Thanks for making this TAS.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for
Thank you
letting me
so
show it
much.
off. Thank you. Glad to show it off. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Chat.
I
Did
was
everyone?
told by someone that you specifically were waiting for a 20% test.
Yes, I've been looking forward to 20% TAS for a while now because I've always loved low percent stuff in general, especially Prime. So because I've known that 20% was possible for a while, and I was like, where's the 20% TAS? I want to see a 20% TAS. And finally, sorry you let me down. Yeah. Well, at least it's done now. At least I've seen it.
Yeah.
But
Do you mind if I shout out one thing real quick?
yeah, sure.
Echoes had its low percent TAS, I think last year by Mass TAS. That's I believe it's 3%. I don't have the link on me at the moment,
Oh
but
yeah,
shout
that's
out to
another
that.
task only. Yeah, that's another task only low percent for echoes, but that's like a very obscure version that just gets a lot of items and then skips the item,
Yeah,
loses all the items.
it's not like a purist low percent TAS like would it be like 9%, which Mass TAS has also done actually. So
8%. No,
or
wait, no, it
8%, my
is
bad.
9%.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
9%. There's 6%, there's 9%, and there's
yeah. There's no
3%.
like quintessential low percent
Yeah,
for Echoes. It's
Echoes
just like
percentage is
which
so
one's the right
weird.
one? All of them are.
It's so weird because of item loss skip.
Yeah.
Just throws everything off.
Yeah, so one is like but it's starting you in the lowest like possible percent state. So like you have to do item loss at the beginning, and then the other one is allows for item loss skip, and then the other one is you can do whatever, delay item loss, so you can screw with like the permanent world flags and all that to manip your low percent counter or to manip your item percent as low as possible.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
We got that covered,
All right.
and
Yeah.
that's
Anyway.
it for me. I have to go.
Yeah. So thanks for this, guys. Thanks for being here. It was great.
big
Gonna
shout outs
upload
to
this.
Miguel.
Yeah. Shout out to Miguel.
Incredible
Thanks
task.
for this task and the other task. Good. Nice tasks. But yeah. So I guess we'll see you guys later. This will be